Hey Nicole, how you doing? All right, I've got your post up. Thank you for the written summary. This is fantastic. Thank you very much. Good job describing your sketches. I got your sketches up and I want to take a look at them. And I kind of want to give you my take on this as we move forward. So we take a look at the sketches and we see that they're actually a really good depiction of the characters and kind of almost a shorthand visual description of the story itself. Okay, then we come up to this one and we see the same approach, right? And then we come to this one and then we also kind of see again the same approach. We've got the characters, we've got the witch, we've got the yellow brick road. So it's very much you're depicting the characters on the cover, and that's okay. But I'm wondering where you're going to get the characters. Okay, we all know the Wizard of Oz as the movie, right? Now, if we jump over to week 5. And I'm going to do that right now, and just so you understand where we're going with this. This is week 5. Where's week 5? Here it is, week 5. So we can see in week 5, this sentence right here is critical. Okay, so it's as you gather your images for this project, please stay away from images that were used in the live action remakes of the novel. So you can't go out and get images of Dorothy and the characters from the movie, right? You have to depict them somehow other than using the images from a movie. Okay, that's going to be the interesting part, and that's going to kind of force you into saying, okay, maybe this isn't the most optimal approach. Maybe I can gather some ideas on the concept of the story and represent those ideas visually on the cover of the book, right? I think the example is really interesting here because it's showing a character, but the character is kind of developed in the way the artist perceives the character as opposed to the way that maybe the movie perceives the character. Do you see what I'm saying? Not using an image of the rabbit from the movie, but using the artist's depiction of what the rabbit would look like. And I would like you to think about that in developing your narrative. Your cover. So you have a lot of different options that you can choose from the story to try to depict, and you can use. I mean, you could even use the tornado. You could use the tornado and depict that, and create a composite with a tornado, and maybe trying to incorporate some of the elements of these. We have innocence, we have courage, we have the other elements associated with the characters, and see how we can incorporate those into a tornado. Do you see what I'm saying? That's just one idea, but I really want you to think of concept as opposed to depicting a scene or basic characters. So try to push your thinking a little bit deeper on this, and I think it'll really create a very interesting book cover as opposed to just the approach of just showing the characters and maybe some of the depiction of some of the scenes in the movie. Okay, so that's my recommendation moving forward, Nicole. I think it's really going to make for a compelling book cover. So if you have any questions at all, please let me know. But you definitely want to move in that approach. I think that is relevant to this statement here in week 5. This right here, which is. I kind of wish this was introduced in week 4, but it's not. So so this is saying you develop your sketches, then okay, here's a little caveat. Here's a little condition to your sketches of what you can and can't use. Okay, all right. So again, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'll be glad to make any necessary clarifications. All right, thank you.